The next thing I'd like to do here is I'm gonna open this Sulley. It's been sitting around in a box in my office, and it popped up the other day. And I don't really have any rhyme or reason to today's show. I guess I'm cleaning up and organizing. So this is one of the other things that I've been wanting to open for a really long time and get him out of his package, because this is a really cool representation of Sulley. I don't know where you stand with Disney. I'm not a huge fan of Disney and what they've done over the years. Artistically, I like what they do, but grabbing Pixar and grabbing Marvel and grabbing, basically the air you breathe, has been their business model for the last 20 years. So I'm kind of dubious of promoting their product, but I also realize that they're so huge that my ignoring them ain't gonna do a dang thing. So anyway, this is the Disney Mirrorverse figure from McFarlane's Toys, which is a company that I do support. So I can say I bought this for that half of it. So anyway, this is, they call him a tank. So I'm assuming that there is some sort of a video game tie-in, sort of a, what do they call that? A MOBA or something like that? Anyway, I don't know, too old for that. But there are 4 characters in the set. There's Belle, Goofy, Mickey, and Sulley, and they all have different abilities. One is a magic wielder, one is a, it's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons party. It's kind of like a video game party of characters that you'd have together. I am assuming it goes with a video game. And I'm sorry to sound like ignorant of that, but that's how much attention I usually pay to Disney product. And like what they're making these days. I saw a premium Hot Wheel for a movie I didn't know existed. So there you go. Anyway, let's get him out of here and see what goes on with the Solstar. Because this thing, I'll tell you what, it is weighty. And when I bought it, this was before Christmas, well before Christmas when these things came out. And when I picked it up, I'm almost certain it was like $12.99. It really wasn't expensive. These, I don't think any of these are, and because I don't think they're really articulated or anything. I think they're kind of like meant to be able to be played with by very, very small children. So there's not a lot of, I don't expect a lot of mobility. I don't expect a lot of anything. I totally destroyed the package because I just don't care. I'm never gonna resell the Solstar. Well, that's tough to say. I'm not gonna resell Sulley. But there's, as my wife likes to laugh, there's the tray shot you all gotta have. So I'm gonna have to put his tail on. And it comes with a breather piece or something. I don't know. It's intimidating. As usual, they get these stupid little bands in here. Oh. But cutting them in one place. See, now, why doesn't that happen with the metallic sets? The premium car sets. Why couldn't it be one snap and that's done? I don't love that, but it's a little cleaner than the other one, than the cars. Anyway, there's his tail. Probably what I'm gonna have to do is put a little hot water on it. We'll see if it'll just kind of clip together, but there is a definite structure. So his tail is not gonna move once it goes on. Once it clips in, it is, once you're a jet all the way. From your first cigarette to your last dying day. When you're a jet. Okay. Kidding. Oh, I see. His rebreather goes on the back. And looks like it kind of fits like that. So that makes him much wider. Excuse me, I had him off camera. I did not realize. Let's see. Shield is mobile, turnable anyway. It may snap off of there. I mean, it was put on, so it probably snaps off, but I'm gonna leave it. So for the arms, it's a very basic, like ball and hinge sort of technology in there. No bend at the elbow or the wrist. There's no mobility in there at all. So it's really sort of just, do you want him a very wide stance, a sort of attacking stance, or do you want him with his arms at his sides more solemnly? But wow, it's a really neat figure. As you know, if you've been watching our show for a while, I really dig the sort of the bigger, beefier action figures they're making these days, like the Thing and all that other good stuff. Those characters, and specifically the Thing, I think the Marvel Legends Thing is what kind of got me back into buying these silly things rampantly. But the tail goes in there and is pretty seamless. And he's a really cool, intimidating guy. The only thing I wish, okay, Todd, is that with all of the pieces that you included in here for this guy, with all the stuff that you did have for him, could you not have included somehow to get a more determined face on him like that? Would have been neat. Anyway, coulda, shoulda, woulda's aside. There he is, the tank of the group. Mickey being the wizard, Goofy being the fighter, like far out. And I would assume that these fists are pretty bad. I've got to find out where this is. Like, I got to find out, like, if it's a game or whatever, and I need to see this in action. But anyway, there he is. All right, everybody. Well, that's about what I've got for you today. The cars that I had laid out there, what I'm doing is I got a bunch of additional Batmobiles and stuff like that, and so as I've been going along, those cases have sort of been sloppily being put together, and I really couldn't find anything. I picked up a Batmobile the other day, and I didn't know if I had it or not, and I really don't want to second buy. I'm not multi-buying in 2022 at all. I will pick up one of a car I like I am not going for sets. I'm not going for treasure hunts. I'm not going for super treasure hunts. I don't care about any of that stuff. I have a laundry list of stuff that's personal to me that I want to pick up. Top on that list, Andre is already holding on to. Son of a bitch. Anyway, I'm kidding. He's not. He's a good man. That's what I've got for you. I reorganized my cars. If you saw in the flyby that there was a Dodge next to a Chrysler, next to a Nissan, you know, like I said, I laid them out to see if I had doubles so that I could give the doubles to my grandkids. Okay? I don't do a tremendous amount of sorting, but I do like to have some things fairly close at hand. Certain kinds of cars like the Batmobile, the one thing in Hot Wheels that is probably the most important to me. I just want to make sure that I have that stuff sorted in my head. The rest of it can all sort of become a sieve whereby my grandkids get some really cool cars. And that's all right. That's way cool. Anyway, that's what's going on. If you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe. It would mean a lot to us. And we'll see you tomorrow or maybe a little later right here at the Monkey Shine Lab.